All praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect to the nation of Israel. And this is going to be a video that's inspired by two videos I seen yesterday. One from Apostle Tahar, and then the same actual original video of the video that he was reacting to, where a loudmouth Israelite woman got on alive, man. And when I was watching that video, like, I really didn't care about what had happened to that woman, and it's a sign that Yahweh's making our hearts cold to this world, man, and to its destruction. Because I personally think if I was to see or hear or wake up in the morning tomorrow and hear that Babylon the Great has been destroyed in flames, that I would cry tears of joy, right? If I was to hear that any of you wicked Edomites have perished, I think it would give me joy in my heart, man. It might actually add years onto my lifespan, right? And this video is going to be titled something along the lines of, the world's going to learn to not push buttons, man. And this world, when it comes to Jake, is all about trying to push our buttons, man. Trying to get us to crash out, right? Trying to antagonize us, trying to get us to lose the plot so that we can lose our space in the kingdom, man. And let me get a scripture on that, right? That don't let no man take our crown, man. Because that's what these people are trying to do, right? Let me find that scripture, man. I can't remember where it is right now. It says, be sure that you don't make no man take thy crown, man. I don't even remember where that is. But I'm almost certain it's in the book of Revelation, though. Let's try one. That no man take thy crown. That's what these people are trying to do when they're trying to antagonize us and get us to bug out, man. They're trying to take our crown away, make us lose our spot before we even get to the kingdom. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Right? And when these people are trying to antagonize all of us brothers out there that believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man, it's ultimately to try to make us lose our crown, man. A wicked spirit is putting them to try and make us lose our rag before it's even really got serious out here, because it hasn't really even got serious yet, man. Like, all of us pretty much know what our next meal is gonna be, right? Or we've got a few options of what our next meal can be, right? Some of the meals might actually be nice. Some of the meals might actually taste nice, or they're not gonna be the real foods, but they might actually taste good when you put them in your body, though, right? You can have your favorite snack still, you know, your so-called favorite snack. You can have a dessert if you're so inclined to try and do that, right? You can do that. You can listen to your favorite songs still now, you know. You can have a shower for the amount of time you want to have it for. You don't have to speed wash because you're scared, or have to not wash because you're scared of making sound and noise, right? But this world is going to learn to not push buttons, man. And let's go to this 2 Ezra chapter 15, because once this prophecy gets activated in the world, all these proud ass women that run their mouth all the time, and they're not going to be running their mouth. Like, when you go on YouTube, you can't even go on YouTube no more without seeing in the algorithm some kind of video of a woman running their mouth, or women running their mouth about how men ain't doing this and men ain't doing that, and then calling the men gay because they don't worship the ground women walk on, saying that men ain't this, men ain't that. Or you can't see a video without, or get on a comment board without Edomites running their damn mouth, right? And they're the main two button pushers on the earth, man. Eve and women in general, and Esau, right? They know how to push your buttons, man. But then when Esau starts getting it the way how he's supposed to get giving it to him, man, he's actually going to expect to have mercy. Can you believe it? When we actually get Esau in the kingdom, like, it's astounding. He's actually going to really think that we're going to give him some mercy, you know, as if he deserves some. He's actually going to have the nerve to want mercy when he never gave us any. 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You can't try and push people's buttons in that time. Because if you don't have faith, for example, it's better, this time when you really think about it, right, it's almost like Yahweh's gonna have really in this time actually allow people to really have free will for once. He's gonna take away the delusion of free will. And for those that are faithless, he's gonna actually give them free will, man. And all of their free will that they're gonna be given, it's like all the free will that they're gonna be given, he's gonna be acting towards prophecy anyway. It's like almost like this part of prophecy is kind of like a free for all, where whether one person unalives another or one person loses another doesn't really matter, because it's still gonna, for prophecy, it's still gonna be fulfilled, because sedition among men is gonna happen. So it doesn't really matter who wins when the sedition among men takes place, because ultimately the end result is gonna still be the same of the Israelites winning. So if you're a little skinny dweeb, right, that's never had to defend your own battles, but's always been able to have the police on standby and call the cops whenever you antagonize someone and they go upside your head, and you've sent plenty of men to prison, or you're a woman that's did the same thing, well, in this time, you ain't going to be able to push people's buttons, because they're going to grab your face, right, and they're going to drive it all the way through something that is a face is not supposed to be driven through, right? They're going to pick you up, body slam you through a table, mess your ass up, man. Some things are going to be done to you in that time that normally don't get done when you try and say the things that you say. And in that video where that woman was running her mouth, man, there's no way in hell that she thought that was what happened to her was going to happen to her. And it reminded me of a video that I've seen before where it was an argument between the two neighbors, like a husband and a wife, and then another neighbor that had lost his wife recently, and he was just became secluded and didn't want to talk to nobody in the neighborhood and just kept himself to himself. And they was putting their snow all on his pathway, man. And then he called them scummy mother effers, right? And then they started running their mouth. I mean, the man the husband of the man and the woman said to the guy, "Don't mess with me. I'll make your life a living hell around here." And that was the last straw for that guy. He ran into his house, came back out with his assault rifle, and got to dumping on them too, man. And before he unalived the woman, he said, I bet you wish, he said something along the lines of, "I bet you wish you wasn't running your damn mouth now, don't you?" And let one off in her head, man. And that video was brutal. That video is more brutal than the video in the Apostle and that other brother's video where the woman got unalived that was running her mouth to that Jake. That video was 3 Edomites. And I'm telling you, that video was way more brutal, man. You saw the whole thing. It was clear video footage. He was so enraged with that couple that he let off on him, right? Went back in his house, got another gun, and reloaded and came back for their ass and made sure that they did not survive, man. He made sure. Some people from the neighborhood tried to come and save them. He aimed the gun at them, didn't shoot nothing at them though, because his only target that he wanted to take out was that husband and that wife, and the spirit was given to him from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to make sure that he achieved his goal, man. He made sure that he achieved his goal. And if anybody wants to try and see that video, drop a comment or something like that, and I'll go out of my way to find the video. I'll put a link of that video, or Lord willing anyway, I'll put a link of that video. Maybe I'll put a link of that video in this chat, in this description box, man, because that video is brutal. And in that time, right, women are not going to be running their mouth now. The mad thing is, the woman in that video, she was still trying to run her mouth after she was all up on the floor, but she was in shock. She didn't know what the hell was going on. But any woman that would have seen that wouldn't have been running her mouth to that guy and saying anything. Because I didn't see no women try and step in to try and help in that time, because women ain't about that, man. You women are not about that life. All you Israelite women that run your mouth to Jake. You got these Clarissa Shields, she's talking about she wants to fight all these men. I don't think Clarissa Shields could beat me. And I mean that. I think I'd whoop Clarissa Shields' ass, man. Straight up. Now, whether that's true or not, we ain't gonna find out anyway. I'm nowhere near in her vicinity. But I don't think Clarissa Shields could beat me. I think I'd knock her damn brain loose, bro. And that's not even nothing to boast about because she's a woman anyway. But I don't think that Clarissa Shield could beat most brothers. If any of us, to be honest with you, I think we'd all knock her head off, bro. We'd knock her wig off. to be honest with you, straight up. But Clarissa Shields is trying to call out the pros. But we ain't even pros. And she probably couldn't even whoop us in a boxing match or anything else, man. Running her damn mouth. But when all hell breaks loose, all these women that think that they can handle men in the fight are going to get the chance to prove it. All these women that when they're walking on the street, try and walk by men and try and not move out the way as if they're as if we didn't move out the way, it's going to be more of a negative for us. You would end up on the floor. All these women that drive their car crazy as hell, trying to drive their car to inconvenience men, either on the road or when the man's a pedestrian or a civilian walking on the street. If they see a Jake walking down the zebra crossing, they try and speed up to try and get through the zebra crossing before he crosses over, right? You're going to have to deal with what you've been doing in this world, man. And you're not about that life. All y'all are going to get to ready to not be pushing buttons, man. All you Israelite women that work in customer service, that when you serve a Jake, you can't just be neutral. You try and act like the Jake that comes into the store, he's trying to holler at you. If he asks you for some flipping directions and how to find something in the store, do your fucking job, ho. Do your fucking job, man. How about that? You hoes can't even be neutral on your job where you're getting paid. You try and make out like Jake's trying to holler at you or don't want to do customer service. It's your fucking job, bitch. And then the thing is, I don't even want to talk to y'all, none of y'all anyway. And most Jakes don't want to talk to none of y'all. And here's the thing, man, for all you brothers out there that you're with Israelite women, don't get emotional and think that it's anyone saying anything about your Israelite woman. Your Israelite woman, Lord willing, is one of the good Israelite women, right? But just because your one Israelite woman is a good Israelite woman, that doesn't exclude and now it make the other millions and billions of Israelite women immune for being demons out here, man. That don't exempt them from as wicked as they are, just because 1 or 2 or even 100 Israelite women are righteous, or even 1,000 Israelite women being righteous doesn't exclude all the millions of Israelite women that are demons that would have been all on that Kevin Samuels, all on the Fresh and Fit podcast, that all of these red pill people be talking about, that made them even be so-called red pill in the first place. What do you think made that thing even be a thing that exists? What do you think that the apostles experienced that made them say they don't even deal with the black woman no more? And what made you as younger men, some of you that are younger men, say that you don't even deal with the so-called black woman anymore? What is it that we all seem to have all experienced that made us all agree on that? What is it? What could it be that made us all agree, yeah, they're wicked right now and they all deserve to get stoned, really, man? But really, on a real thing, man, that's what it is. Because even us as men, we deserve to be stoned too. We don't deserve, when we're on them if we're on them chariots, man, Lord will I end up on a chariot, man. If I'm on a chariot, I don't deserve to be on a chariot, man. I don't deserve to be on one. I do not deserve it. I know that for a fact. I don't deserve to be on a chariot. But the women in our nation, they talk like they not only deserve to be on a chariot, but they deserve to be on a chariot before everyone else. That's how they talk. That the chariot should come and pick them up first and make them have their own VIP section on the chariot before anyone else, and that they shouldn't have to experience any of the dark day of the Lord before they get on the chariot. And not only that they should get their own personal driver, or if they so choose, they should be able to drive it themselves. That's how the Israelite woman tries to go on like she deserves that. And yet us as Israelite men, we actually don't even think that we deserve the kingdom. Yet we're going to get it anyway. And let's not even get started on Esau, because he's just as proud as the women of our nation, man, if not worse. It's a bit of a difficult one to decide who's more proud. The Israelite woman, excuse me, or the Edomite man. Because when Esau really falls, man, and we get him in that kingdom, it's difficult to even explain what is going to happen to these Edomites, man. And although the Sabbath is going to be a day of rest, like, I don't know if you've ever worked out hard and did a hard training session in your body, and then you know you've got a training session the next week or something like that, if you've ever took part in any sports or whatever, and you know you got that, and your body just does not have time to recover for that next training session, that's what Easter is going to be like. Okay, you get to rest on the Sabbath, but that rest is going to be tormented because you're going to be thinking about what's going to happen to you in the next 24 hours. Okay, I'm resting, but man, and that thinking about it leads to stress, which is what we have as Israelite men in this world. We're thinking about 21 million things all at once, and leads to stress, and that leads to health problems. And that's what's going to happen to Esau, man. Esau is going to get the chronic inflammations, the sea answers, right? All the plays that I mentioned, he's going to get all that, man. But he's going to get it from us in righteousness. And I have to say this as well. We're not batty boys like Esau is. So we ain't going to be doing no book breaking, which is really male grape. But Yahweh deals with a false balances and abomination unto the Lord. So what is the righteous alternative to book breaking? You tell me. Because whatever it is going to be extremely violent, right? What is the righteous alternative to book breaking? What is the action that you have to do to counterbalance the fact that that happened to us as a nation, that the men in our nation went through that? What is the righteous alternative to that, man? Can you even imagine? Can you even imagine what the righteous alternative to that is? Because it would not require anyone of the nation of Israel to have to be a faggot, to have to be an LG3T. So what the hell is it, man? Could you even imagine? You Edomites and you women are going to learn to not push buttons, man. Woe to the world, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. The sword's like death is getting ready to be greeted to the world, man. Death's going to greet himself. Hello, I'm death, and this is how I do things. And it's going to just fill the world with it. A little death here, a little death there, a little unalive here, a little unalive there. Hello, nice to meet you. My name's Death. Hello, nice to meet you. My name's Death. And it's just going to start shaking people's hands and taking them away. And in that time, who can be proud in that time, man? Famine's going to introduce itself to the world. Hello, I'm famine. Would you like some food? No. You're not allowed none. I'm famine. Nice to meet you. Pestilence is going to greet himself. Hello, I'm pestilence. Cough, cough, cough. Achoo, achoo, achoo. You're sick. The grievous sores are going to introduce themselves to all you people that are going to take the MOTB, man. Did you take the MOTB? Nah, I never. What's that on your hand, man? Yeah, you did take it, you damn liar. Yeah, you did take it. What's that on your hand then? What's that sore on your hand? Eh? You damn demon. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the cause of their actions stand in their power. So all you women that think that you're strong and independent, you're going to get the chance. Amazingly, man. Yeah, the Lord finally heard your prayers. You're going to finally get the chance to prove how strong you are and are independent, man. Isn't it amazing? And the proof that you women are not strong and independent because y'all stay, no matter what position y'all are in, no matter how much money y'all got, you still stay watching what a man's trying to do. Where the men at for this? Where the men at for that? The men ain't many no more. The men ain't prepared to pay for this for me. The men ain't prepared to pay. Is it the kingdom? So now the men ain't going to be paying for this and that for you, man. And then they're wanting to be getting treated like some kind of, like they're Sarah and that. But they're a hoe, though. Trying to talk about what they will or won't do now. But what was you doing when that man was grinding and getting his wealth up? What was you doing in that time, man? The men that you so-called think you deserve. What was you doing when you was being single? How many men can say that they put you in the same position that your husband wants to put you in? It's gross. And they didn't have to pay the same price that you want your husband to pay. The man that you think you deserve to be your husband, other men got the same thing that you want him to have for the rest of his life now for a way cheaper price. And the version of you that he's getting is the used up version, man. All the men have done splammed you off. And now he's coming at 50 bodies later, getting down on one knee like a clown. I do take a white crying his eyes out when you walk down the aisle having the nerve to wear whites. When it should be matte black like the Batmobile, bruh. My baby looks so beautiful coming down the aisle. Drizzling and snot coming out his nose like some clown. You got a nerve to think y'all deserve to be some wives after what y'all have did. You got a damn nerve, man. And then after all of that, you divorce the guy and rinse him out of his pockets anyway. The nerve, bro. And that's why men are done with y'all right about now, man. They're done with you, and that's what you deserve, man. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And if the men are afraid, like it always gets said, what the hell do you think the women are going to be doing, man? And you Edomites are getting ready to be afraid too, because Yahweh's going to release that spiritual block of, no, don't harm Esau. He's going to remove that and allow Esau to be harmed. Because Yahweh put that spiritual block on Esau for now to make him not get harmed when he does things that are worthy of getting harmed, just so that he can build up his pride. But eventually Yahweh's going to remove that block and allow y'all to get the same kind of things as everyone else, man. And y'all are already starting to get a little taste of the curses, but y'all are under like a 1% dose right now. Y'all ain't even really cursed right now. And y'all are already crying out. And y'all are cursed and you don't even know it yet, man. And that's why y'all are still proud, you demons. Verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. So if all you men out there, you live around a man, he ain't gonna have no pity on you. I ain't got no food. I wasn't able to do no. I know you're good with you one of them preppers. Can you help me? He ain't gonna help you. You mean like, what did you do all this time I've been living around you in this area? What have you ever did for me? What have you ever did for me? Huh? All this time you've been living around me, I ain't never heard you say nothing to me before. And now you want to talk, yeah? And there's gonna be some Diegos out there. Don't you know you're supposed to be nice to people in this society? Because if not, this is what happens tonight. This is my right granted to me by the newfound fathers. There's gonna be all of them. Hey, Salakia, there's gonna be all of them kind of mans out there, man. Diego, don't come back here. We've got guns and we will shoot you. Looks like I got a little bonus, a little package deal. There's gonna be all them kind of yellow teeth hanging out, green teeth, slime ball, man. Man's got 2 buttons on the top, open up, chest hairs bursting out, fiending it off with a demonic spirit on him, man. With a demonic, evil spirit of vengeance on them, man. And an extreme hatred for the pride of women. And Yahweh's going to allow you prideful women, not you righteous ones that are trying to do the right thing. He's going to allow you evil women to experience being around these kind of men, and you're not going to like it. And they ain't going to be no simping. They ain't going to be simping for you. Yahweh's going to remove the spirit of simping out of the world in the day of the Lord, man. The spirit of simping is not going to exist. The men are going to mourn. Let's get it. 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 33, the virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. The daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Ultimately, the women are going to mourn, having no simps. That's what they're going to really be mourning about. The men don't yearn no more. Men don't yearn no more. How comes men no longer, after you say no, don't apply no pressure no more? The men ain't applying pressure no more. You men are going to learn, man. Don't be pushing no buttons, man. You're going to learn. Yahweh is going to put a real, like, crazy testosterone-filled spirit on this earth, man. And that's a zone that women don't know nothing about, man. They don't know nothing about that. They don't know.